Hi, I'm Leslie Meredith with Breakbulk Events and Media, and I'm here in Shanghai on the second day of Breakbulk China, and I'm joined by this morning's keynote speaker, Billy Wong, who gave us a very interesting overview of trade from the Hong Kong perspective and how China fits into that, and not only Hong Kong, China, but reaching out further through Asia, right?
Right.
Yeah, so can you give us a couple of highlights, things that are important for people in our industry to understand? Economic highlights, trade issues?
Well, first of all, I think in the short term, particularly for this year, we see that the general export outlook will improve a little bit compared to last year.
It's good news.
Yeah, good news. Given the, particularly the U.S. economy will pick up further. But there are also uncertainty, particularly in the EU. There may be hiccups in their recovery. But in general, we see that the general picture of the export outlook would be improved a little bit compared to last year. So it is a good news for Hong Kong traders as well as to mainland exporters as well. But in Hong Kong, although we see that the trade declined the last two years, we expect it improve a little bit this year. But we can't just look at the trade figures of Hong Kong, because a lot of export business handled by Hong Kong traders are physically not going through Hong Kong nowadays. What we call them offshore trade these days. Hong Kong is a very major trading platform. We have more than 100,000 traders in Hong Kong.
Wow, that's amazing.
So that is a platform where the traders meet and then they conduct business. So quite a number of these exports and imports are going through directly, say for example, directly from the mainland, say for example from the Pearl River Delta region, directly to the US or to the EU, not going through the customs of Hong Kong already. So we see that is a major part of our export trading business as well.
Okay, so looking ahead a little beyond 2017, if you look into a crystal ball, what do you see? Up, down, what are you thinking?
Well, we are quite optimistic. At this stage, the recovery may continue going further. But one thing we need to know about, talking about from the perspective of China and Hong Kong's exports, I would see that we may see a structural change in their export contents. Before, a lot of consumer goods are being made in China and export to the US or EU major markets. Now, with the overall supply chain involvement within the region, say for example, quite a number of lower end or labor intensive products being relocated to other Southeast Asia countries, we may see a structural change in China's exports, moving towards more intermediate goods and capital goods.
Really?
In fact, it is happening already in the last few years and into the future, maybe, particularly under One Belt One Road. China may invest a lot in the Southeast Asia country or other countries to build up their industrial parks that will build up a strong supply chain network within the region, and that will generate a lot of demand for the upstream intermediate products to fit into the assembly or production plants in the Southeast Asia. So we may see a structural change in there. But also we should not overlook another development prospect is the imports into China. China used to be a world factory exporting to other, but as the consumers' demand rising, and not just in terms of quantity, but in terms of quality. So we can see a lot of import demand into China. That is something we should not overlook. Particularly related to that is the logistic demand services, particularly, say for example, the cold chain logistic services demand. We have a lot of, we heard a lot from our market study in China that they are trying to upgrade their cold chain logistic services, and that may be a growth area for related services.
Okay, excellent. Well, you've given us a lot of things to think about. Thank you.
Thank you.